Well, the crowd has dwindled, but those of you who have stuck through it, we are survivors. We have made it to the end. It's so exciting to see this is a first-year community, and I can't even believe you guys are a first-year community because you really blew the roof off tonight. These were incredible, thoughtful presentations. I'm inspired. I bet you guys are thinking, man, I didn't know you did such cool work. I remember that's what I thought when I did Artist Inc. for the first time back in 2010. Kate gave a little bit of an introduction. So I work for Mid-America Arts Alliance in the Artist Services Department, and we run Artist Inc. Artist Inc. started in Kansas City in 2009 and ran for many years only in Kansas City. And it wasn't until just last year that we were absorbed into Mid-America Arts Alliance, which helped us move the program out of Kansas City and out into the region from Nebraska on down to Texas. And so Artist Inc. is in multiple communities. You are all joining a cohort of nearly 1,000 Artist Inkers who have gone through this and have joined the network. So it's a really special cohort to be a part of. So we're at the end, and as with any ending, that is always a new beginning. I know for me, in 2009, I applied to be an Artist Inc., and I didn't get in, and that really sucked. But I stuck with it, and I got in 2010. And I came from a theater background. I was an actor, and so when people told me to create an artist statement, I didn't know what that meant. We weren't taught that in theater school. I just did what directors told me to do. It made me think. I remember the process of applying for Artist Inc. was maybe one of the most meaningful. It asked me who I was, what I did, why I did it, which was just an aha moment. And it wasn't even until after that class that I even considered myself an artist. I was making art, but somehow I was reticent to call myself an artist. I don't know if anyone else identified with that. But it was a profound change for me, and that was in 2010. Since then, I've written and produced, I think, 12 plays. I just finished a film. I've received grants, things that I didn't know were possible at that time. But Artist Inc. kind of creates building blocks, starting with the artist statement, the elevator speech, and you build on top of that. And I think that leads me to the final words. I know we're all thirsty. We want to go out for a drink after this, right? But we have a blog called Pushing the Flywheel. Has anyone been to Pushing the Flywheel? You're getting those newsletters that I put out every couple weeks. So the flywheel. This is the whole premise, and it's really based on this, and it's excerpted from Jim Collins' book called Good to Great. And you imagine these big, heavy flywheels that sit on an axle, and they're like 25 tons. They're impossible to turn, but you keep turning. You keep turning a little bit, and it just kind of builds on top of itself, and that momentum continues to build until you give it one turn. And then 2 turns, 3 turns, 4 turns, 5 turns, and on, and it continues in its own momentum to run. And I've seen that happen within my own career, and I know you've seen it all in your own. I've seen it in all of your work that you presented tonight. I feel strangely close to you, and I don't know you from Adam. But I love that about the connectivity of sharing these stories. But this is really where the rubber hits the road. We're at the end of the 8 weeks. It's like the end of summer camp. So how do you continue this momentum that you've gained? You just keep chipping away at it, and the momentum comes by just putting your shoulder into the wheel. I have really high hopes for all of you, all of your work. I can't wait to talk to you guys afterwards. And if you're receiving Instagram requests from me and wondering, who the hell's Wayne Reed following me? I'm following you because your work is so cool. So keep up the good work, and we look forward to returning to Wichita because you guys have shown me that the bench here is very, very deep. And congratulations, your journey is just, again, beginning again. So thank you so much. And thank you to your incredible facilitators and your administrators.